Well, I love that umbrella guy.
My wife and I love that umbrella guy. We love that umbrella guy.
So if you love that umbrella guy and little umbrella girl too, well, what should they do?
Hit that bell for notifications, subscribe, check out my comment. It's a case of the year's umbrella, and it's so awesome.
It's so awesome. Is that pretty good?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Man, why should they check it out again?
Because it's awesome.
Because it's awesome. More on that at the end of the video. Hey there, so today I want to return to something that I found to be quite interesting. Now it involves anime. We're looking to the periphery of the Vic Mignogna case, we're looking to certain brigaders, and we're asking a question. What exactly is the purpose of what you see in front of you? What is the purpose of tagging in a senator, tagging in Texas Monthly, and sharing this stuff over and over and over again? Now, the reason that I filled this question is quite simple. We heard from somebody the other day that this letter here, a demand for preservation of electronically stored information, was an attempt to bully and harass. This is an attempt to silence and intimidate. Their own words say that. If you roll down through here, you can see how they tell you they're not going to delete anything. Of course, they're going to keep going on like they have since January. I want you to really feel that idea too, since January. And they tell you here. But that's not the point, is it? The point was intimidation. The point was an attempt to shut me up, as well as many others in my position. Okay. So if a legal letter is aimed at that purpose, then what is a statement like this aimed at? Would Vic Mignogna, so you see the voice actor that these folks created a hashtag to destroy his career out. Those folks, they're tagging him right in, who has told his fans and followers not to harass people or send threats to people. So, they bring up the past with Vic Mignogna because they totally should be able to make demands of a guy again that they tried to burn down, like to disavow his lawyer and the lawyer operating his legal GoFundMe from encouraging harassment and threats in front of tens of thousands of people. Harassment and threats. Very interesting what those words mean, especially coming from certain people like this. So you see the tags in here, at Brian Hughes and at Texas Monthly. Now, of course, the person that they're supposed to be harassing, you might notice his name coming up a few times, and other names too. You'll notice this name right here. Yeah, this is the guy they're talking about, bullying and harassing. And well, this statement, it's not the only one. In fact, when you roll through, and again, remember some of these names, like I'm a lawyer in Texas, remember that person there, but you'll notice how many times people are tagged in. I'm also personally curious to know whether Texas Senator Brian Hughes, who is partnered with this law firm, condones this action of asking a known forum full of harassers and abusers to dig up identifying information on someone. Got to share that. Perhaps the Texas Tribune should be looking into this. Got to share that. And you look, the guy that they're bringing up in this, the guy also that says that you can insult anyone that you want online. You can do pretty much anything, and people have to prove that there's some type of malicious intent. No, even further than that. The person that is bringing the lawsuit, the person that has had their life and livelihood destroyed, they're going to have to prove it. You can call him a P to the E to the D to the O all day long, and yeah, that's okay. You notice who he's tagging into this stuff too. Certain MARZGURL. Isn't that interesting? Feels like circling the wagons. You have another one here. Over a half dozen women, and now several legal professionals are getting threats from a known illegal doxing website on the basis of Ty Beard, a partner of Senator Brian Hughes. Senator, do you condone the threatening of women to win a defamation case being torn apart by Law Twitter, aka two lawyers that has decided to jump in and tell you that they know F and all about it. You can see more of these tags, like we'll go to the thread they come from, but, looking at all of this, politics followers. This is anime #MeToo. Women being intimidated and threatened for speaking out about a C-list actor in a civil suit. Senator Brian Hughes is a partner of the lawyer heading the case and actively calling for threats. You also have voice actors getting involved here. You might recognize Shannon McCormick. Fun people there. Again, you see Texas Tribune, Texas Monthly tagged in, and you keep seeing this. Hey, Senator Brian Hughes, this is a partner at your firm. Do you condone these actions? Senator Brian Hughes, are you cool with this? Yay, it's Senator Brian Hughes. I would like to know your stance here. Signal boost, Senator Brian Hughes, did you co-sign this behavior? Hey, state of Texas, they got the state bar involved there, and so on. I mean, you see them over and over trying to tear people down, trying to intimidate, right? Wouldn't that be the case? Now, what all is that over exactly? Let's see the case where they're going and they're saying that this is an attempt at doxing, even though, again, the guy that's supposedly being doxed, Greg Doucette, says that he operates under his own name. He has his address and everything out there. How exactly would you dox him? That's his statement. Yeah, even though that, but anyway, let's look at this statement. Now, you'll notice that this too is 35 seconds. I'm going to play the entirety of it just so you can hear it all.
Pride Month to release a legal document to the public. The guy who is not the attorney of record gave legal advice saying that she could go ahead and do that, and she followed.
Now, what they're talking about there is they're saying that a guy that is not the attorney of record gave someone legal advice saying, yeah, you can release a specific document. You sure can. That's A-okay. Now, doesn't that sound odd, too, especially given the spin? But continuing on.
Followed it? That one?
Well,
are you talking about that tweet?
I guess so. I didn't see it. I got a text from someone.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen the same stuff.
Who is this idiot?
I don't know. Let me.
Would the farms be so kind as to find out about this guy for us?
Spent a lot.
So would the farms be so kind as to find out about this guy for us? The people who have gone out and put out Rekieta Law's business address, because it was out there in the public, are saying now that this stuff is somehow wrong because, hey, someone else is talking about it. This lines in the sand, man. So you look through this statement. Again, you see State Bar of Texas by a name you might recognize from there. This is a Texas attorney, Ty Beard of Tyler, asking internet trolls to deliberately harass people who may be involved in a case he's filed. May be involved. Did you listen to the clip there? Did you actually care about that or any consideration? Of course not. He's talking about filing harassment, going out and tearing someone's job down with the state bar because, oh my God, a guy is giving legal advice behind the scenes to apparently quite a few people. I suggest people targeted by him read this, and then you see other people, again with the same statements. I'm also personally curious to know whether Texas Senator Brian Hughes, who is partnered with this law firm, condones this action of asking a known forum full of harassers and abusers to dig up identifying information on someone. Texas GOP is pretty shameless and hacky, so I doubt this guy gives too much a rip about it, but I wonder if Texas Tribune or Texas Monthly might not be interested in a state senator sending out garbage lawsuits under his letterhead, convorting with doxers, etc. A voice actor here. It's very interesting that people that don't want any type of pushback on their jobs, they're actually okay with trying to go after other people's too. Very interesting in that as well. Would love to see an article on this topic grace the shelves of every HEB in Texas. Of course you would. Of course you would love that because you hope the spin would actually work out for you. Actually, thinking about it, I don't even know if this is the first time they've asked for Kiwi Farms to do something for them. And they've had the owner of Kiwi Farms join them on a live stream before in the past. Others might know more than me. Watching those streams is painful. So you get Dominique Sky in here saying, hey, where they broke down how they doxed me with giggles and giving their little headhunter head pats, saying I deserve it for siding with victims and daring to have a different opinion. Now, this was the same person that decided to say, hey, when people are threatening your child with CPS, it doesn't matter because, Umbrella Girl is a fictional character. People would threaten me with CPS saying my kid, but of course my kid is a fictional character, because comic book totally makes sense. Those dozens of times people did it, that was A-okay because, well, we're going to spin it the right way. Same person that decided to say doxing was okay because, well, look at this video stuff out here. It makes everything that I want to do to other people A-O-freaking-K. Such a mess indeed. Then you see people like Mike Toole here, ANN staff getting involved. I mean, it's quite astounding when you look at that, too. Editor at large, Anime News Network, you see them tagged into that. So, I mean, you're talking about Anime News Network, folks, that don't even bother to hide this stuff anymore. Let me quickly lay out what this is. The larger of the two beards in this clip is Ty Beard. He's the attorney that Vic Mignogna retained for his legal case and that we've all had to think about for the past 2 days instead of more fun stuff like anime. Because when you guys went out and you did multiple hit pieces saying a guy that hugs people, that's some kind of abuse, yeah, that was totally you focusing on anime. Heck, you just did yet another article talking about a certain con that has picked up Vic Mignogna and how they shouldn't because, hey, this stuff out here, this stuff that we said, that's A-okay. Mike Toole then goes on to describe who exactly is in this. And like I said, it would be very interesting if you look through a certain lawyer here who is quote-unquote critiquing under quote-unquote hashtag law Twitter. Yeah, very amazing stuff. Those lawyers that have talked about this for a little while now, those lawyers, they deserve to be targeted. Fun times. The Farms reference to Kiwi Farms, your source for internet harassment. Remember, Hell Dump on the SA forums? KF is basically Diet Hell Dump, only without HD's rules against bugging targets of their scorn. Lovely people. KF obligingly doxed Doucette. You can see now Greg ran for office a few years ago, so he took it in stride. But to reiterate, the attorney pressing Mignogna's lawsuit asked for detailed personal information of someone critiquing his case client himself to be posted on an infamous harassment site. And they did. If Twitter let me, I'd have bolded the last statement. Anyway, KF pulled the same move on me as well a few months back. I've been doxxed a couple of times before this. Thanks, Gamergate, COS, so I know the drill. I took a few precautions, monitored the chatter for a few days, but seeing Mignogna's own lawyer, senior partner at a firm, asking for him to be doxxed, found out about on video was a eureka moment. It makes me wonder how many others doxxed on Kiwi Farms for being adjacent to the Vic affair were done at Beard's request. So now ANN is saying that Beard is actually telling people to dox other people. All of those people out there that get doxed, Beard did that. You see exactly what they're aiming at. And this continues to go on. Or, they talk about here too, or at the request of a YouTube lawyer running the GoFundMe, Patreon, and selling brand Fear the Beard t-shirts and coffee mugs. Oh my God, so dumb. So help me out, Law Twitter. I don't know if Beard's been specifically using Kiwi Farms as a mean to intimidate opposing counsel or defendants. That does seem kind of far-fetched, but to be honest, so does this, and we got it on video. Are there consequences for that? So you see the way, again, ANN gets involved. ANN staff right there, yet again, trying to intimidate, trying to harass. Yeah, and they're right in it with the same people, not even pretending anymore. Very interesting. So like I said, what is the purpose in all of that? What do you think about it? Why don't you let me know in the comments? So as I said at the beginning, if you like this kind of content, make sure you're subbed, make sure you hit that bell, and if you want to go further, links are in the description. One of those is The Case of the Littlest Umbrella, 2 comic books associated with one theme, the gatekeepers. They can't tell us what to do. They try to as well. They'll try to intimidate and coerce. They've been trying to do that quite a bit lately. There's even a lot of talk about what might go on with Anime Matsuri. Speaking of which, I will be there. I will actually have merchandise for this, so come on by and see me. But also on this video, make sure that you leave comments, and remember something. These folks that you see out there, they've been pushing against those undesirables, those unwanteds, the people that they don't want in their quote-unquote community. You know, aka consumers. You have voice actors, you have brigaders, you have companies involved, and really, they forgot who put them there, who actually made their endeavors possible. You need to remind them, vote with your wallet. Take your money away from the people that don't deserve it and give it to people that do, that actually provide you escapism and beyond. Also, I want to end by saying thank you. I appreciate you, and we'll do this again very soon. Thanks.